One day in Bretton Woods, New Hampshire, an extraordinary event unfolded, capturing the hearts of all who witnessed it. The Carroll Police Department received an urgent call that shattered the tranquility of their peaceful town. A concerned caller reported seeing a mother black bear pacing anxiously along the road, desperately attempting to guide her four cubs across a busy highway. Although wildlife sightings were common in the area, this particular scene was concerning. The caller, recognizing the potential danger, provided detailed information and expressed deep concern for the safety of the bear family. Trooper Thomas Owens was immediately dispatched to the scene, unaware of the incredible story about to unfold. Upon arrival, he saw the distressed mother bear repeatedly crossing the road, visibly anxious and unsure of what to do. Observing closely, Owens quickly realized that something was wrong. One of the cubs had fallen behind. The small cub struggled to walk, appearing weak and exhausted, unable to keep up with its mother and siblings. Understanding the urgency of the situation, Owens knew he had to act swiftly. To ensure the safety of the bears, Owens used his patrol car to block traffic. Although cars quickly lined up behind him, the drivers, recognizing the extraordinary nature of the event, patiently waited without complaint. Word of the situation spread rapidly, drawing a crowd of curious onlookers who gathered to witness the unfolding drama. People watched in silent anticipation, a mix of fascination and concern evident on their faces as they observed the bear family's struggle. The mother bear, increasingly distressed over her limping cub, attempted to encourage it to keep moving. Her maternal instincts took over as she gently nudged the cub, trying to lift it in her mouth and carry it to safety. However, the cub was simply too weak, and each attempt ended in failure. Frustration and helplessness were apparent in the mother bear's actions as she tried everything in her power to help her struggling offspring. After numerous unsuccessful attempts, the mother bear faced an agonizing decision. She gave the cub one final nudge, almost as if saying goodbye, and reluctantly crossed the road with her three other cubs. The sight of the mother leaving her helpless cub behind filled the air with a deep sense of sorrow and unease. Onlookers watched in disbelief, wondering what would happen next. Trooper Owens, deeply moved by the cub's plight, made a bold decision. He cautiously approached the abandoned cub, fully aware of the potential dangers. Any sudden movement could startle the mother bear, but Owens knew the cub needed immediate help. Acting swiftly yet carefully, he scooped up the cub and carried it to his patrol car, ensuring its comfort and safety. Once inside, he gently secured the cub and drove straight to the New Hampshire Fish and Game Department, where a team of wildlife experts awaited. Upon arrival, the cub was entrusted to a team of veterinarians and biologists who immediately assessed its condition. They praised Owens for his quick thinking and compassionate actions, emphasizing the critical role he played in the cub's rescue. With proper care and rehabilitation, the cub was now in safe hands, giving everyone hope for its recovery. However, Owens's involvement in the story was far from over. The following day, another urgent call came into the Carroll Police Department. Another black bear cub had been spotted near the roadside. Upon investigation, it was discovered that the mother bear had an astonishing 5 cubs, an extremely rare occurrence, as black bears typically have only 2 or 3. This 5th cub, like its sibling, was too weak to keep up and had also been left behind. Realizing the urgency of the situation, Owens and his team quickly prepared for another rescue. They arrived at the scene and carefully searched the area until they spotted the struggling cub in the dense foliage. Once again, Owens acted with compassion and precision, gently picking up the frail cub and bringing it to safety. Wildlife officials stabilized the cub before transporting it to the rehabilitation center, where it was reunited with its sibling. Now, the 2 cubs had each other for comfort as they received the care needed to regain their strength and prepare for a future in the wild. Under the dedicated supervision of the New Hampshire Fish and Game Department, the cubs grew stronger and healthier. Meanwhile, the mother bear and her 3 remaining cubs were spotted again, bringing relief to everyone who had been following the story. As the cubs became more independent, wildlife officials carefully assessed their readiness for release. When the time was right, the cubs were returned to the wild, free to live as nature intended. As the cubs adapted to their surroundings, displayed remarkable resilience, exploring the forests and learning essential survival skills. Wildlife officials continued monitoring them to ensure their well-being. The once fragile cubs now climbed trees, foraged for food, and played in the safety of their natural habitat, growing stronger each day. Trooper Owens, deeply affected by the experience, vowed to continue protecting the local wildlife. His extraordinary courage and compassion earned him the admiration of the community, who hailed him as a hero. His actions not only saved 2 helpless cubs, but also highlighted the importance of wildlife conservation and the profound impact of human kindness. The story of this mother bear and her cubs became an inspiration, reminding people of the fragile yet resilient nature of wildlife. It also served as a call to action, encouraging conservation efforts and responsible human interaction with animals. Organizations dedicated to wildlife rescue used this story as an example of the importance of protecting natural habitats and providing assistance to animals in need. The bear family's incredible journey resonated with people far and wide, spreading awareness about the challenges wildlife face and the importance of coexisting with nature. Many who followed the story were moved to support conservation programs, donate to wildlife rescue efforts, and advocate for policies that protect animals and their ecosystems. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like the video, turn on notifications, and subscribe to the channel to support more incredible rescues and wildlife stories. Every action helps spread awareness and contributes to the preservation of our planet's precious wildlife.